that too. Talia become that when she was adding to it. So I can't judge her for what she.
I don't like Talia. I don't. I do feel bad for the fact that she's had a miscarriage, yes. But I don't like her. She's a manipulative bitch, just like he is.
Top and bottom goal is when I get the money,
Hello.
I need to go buy the paint. I need to go buy the paint.
Oh. Hello.
Right.
Hello, Liba.
Hello, darling. I don't know what went on last night because I had a minor breakdown because of what I'm going through with my friend. You know what I mean? He's coming up close to the funeral, but
that's good user. Get out of my life.
All what I just want to say is as soon as you start airing shit on a live public when it should be not aired, as my mum would say, you don't air your dirty laundry out in public.
100%.
And as soon as people start doing that, it's everyone's going to attack the person that has said something and not remember what that person has gone through themselves. Like, you know me, I don't stick up for anyone apart from the people that I am close to, like Jodie, EQ Minx, and etc. But like, what I will say is, what people need to realize is you have to understand what they put EQ in. Now EQ she has more of a backbone than the Titanic. Like, I'm gonna put it like that because I don't want people to single.
Very, very strong lady.
She has more of a stronger spine than the Titanic was made with. She has gone through the strongest things. Yes, she did. Yes, when she first started here, I didn't quite like her because I was like, oh, hang on, she's a bit too much for me. But when she came out, going, oh, you do know I did put an act on, and all that, I was like, oh, okay, well. And then she did stick up with certain things that were what was right and wrong. But when you're going attacking that certain person, turning around saying this has not happened, that has not happened, this ain't happened, and you ain't shown proof, and then you are crying. Now, let's be honest, Talia, like, I do feel bad that Talia did get voice recorded. I will say that she did get voice recorded, and I did feel bad for her. But I'm sorry, I'm going back here, but as soon as you go back to feeling bad for one person, you're singling out that other thing, and then that's where you're airing your dirty laundry out. You shouldn't be airing no dirty laundry out on any platform, regardless if it gives you money and gives you views. You shouldn't be doing that, full stop.
I agree with that. They're using, like I said, her showing those pictures. Why would you take pictures of a trauma like that?
I wouldn't myself. Hello, Angie.
Hello, how is everyone?
All good, girl. All good. You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't my voice back a little bit.
Hi, sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. I just wanted to say one thing. I have never heard of grief and trauma leading to wanting someone to be cancelled on TikTok. I don't understand that.
That's their end game. No, whatever happens in their life, they will use it and twist it to throw it back at EQ to try and get her cancelled, and that will never happen.
Well, it's a bit of a there's a timeline of things. She was called a racist. She wasn't cancelled. She was called
a PDF. She wasn't cancelled.
They got her exes on live, called her an abuser. She was called a groomer. She was. They tried to set it up that what's her face on a live herself, and it wasn't true.
Rosie.
Yeah, so this is...
I'm sorry, but he spent months trying to get her off the app.
No one's fault a miscarriage unless it's under DV circumstances, then you can say it's someone's fault, but you know what I mean? You can't blame a situation on... You know what I mean? I can't... Yeah.
Even Nancy, this person called Nancy Starr, they've just popped up on here. It says, why come on TikTok when you've just had a loss? I did, as everyone knows, as like you know, EQ Minx, I lost my best friend on the 8th of February. I did not come on TikTok. I did not even come on live for at least the best part of what, all the way up to her fundraiser, and then when I did, I was still raw fresh, because I came on, I popped on here and I was crying and I was thanking everyone that came on and showed their love and support, and then I went straight back off, and then now I've gone through the stages of grief. I'm at the stage now where I couldn't give a TikTok.
Yeah, but grief stages, and it comes in waves, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was the grief of you lost a friend, I take it, yeah?
I lost a dear friend who was a rock to me. She was like a sister as well.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry for that.
I was there when they turned around and said the machines are doing the work for her. Please, no one gift me. I don't want gifts. I'm not here for gifts or sorrow. You know what I mean? I don't I'm just stating the fact is that I never aired my laundry out. I told a few people private on message that I won't be coming on live. I won't be doing this. I've just lost my friend. And I even wrote on some of my social medias that I've just lost a friend. I'm not doing any gigs. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I even rung up my work where I work in a care home, and I told them, I said, I can't come in.
That's understandable, you know. But she's lost a baby, for God's sake, and she's on TikTok the next day.
She lost a baby and apparently nearly died, and all she wants is EQ cancelled. I'm sorry, but that rubbed me up the wrong way. I was feeling really sorry for her until that. You don't go through that kind of trauma and come on TikTok the next day just begging for someone to be cancelled. How's that helping?
It's all strange. It's all weird to me. Like I've been out today. I've not seen half of this morning, so yeah. But
don't even get me started on Delusive's live, because that was...
Oh, God, I was waiting to get in her boxes and she wouldn't let me in.
Someone told me, she mentioned me, I don't know.
I didn't hear her mention you. She kicked EQ out the box and she basically held a hate live and then sat there after and said, no one's coming for Talia in my box. This is not a hate live, but you just held one on EQ.
But what I find funny is, as soon as they do that, look what they did when Miss Red had a problem with someone. Look at what who was it? It was someone else that had a problem with someone else, and it all blew up. Like even CLA, like all of them. When they do that, and it proves that a point. Like now, I'm not saying that Talia's lying or anything, but when it proves a point here that they all did a hating campaign, do a hating campaign and airing dirty laundry out yes again without no definitive proof, they're the ones that get cancelled. And it's about people just go, well, hang on, you're saying this, they've done this, and then you're saying this, they've done this, but then you have to look at the main facts of, hang on, what did you do to that person in the first place for the past good how many years? 4, 5, 6 years?
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? People in the comments are saying, "Oh, what you say? You're saying what she said is right." No, we're not. I can't judge. I cannot judge my friend on my own thing because I haven't been through what she has with them. You understand? They've put her through absolute hell. So I'm not going to judge my friend for her reaction to
look back at the footage.
No one laughed at miscarriage. No one did.
No, look back at the footage of Evil Queen when she was with him. Please? She lost so much weight. She looked awful. She looked so poorly.
No, it don't. But it's not my place to judge her. It ain't my place, and I won't judge her.
Gossip Girl's literally just commented here saying you're all laughed about it. Hang on, I never laughed one thing.
No one laughed.
I've literally just
actually no one's laughed at all. We haven't said it's right what EQ did. We haven't said it's wrong. You know, but at the end of the day, Chelsea Lear held a bloody knife up to Rickster's daughter. He sits with her. Have you heard the recording of what Rickster called his daughter? These people are monsters.
Right to then mock miscarriage. But not only did she mock Talia's miscarriage last night, she mocked thousands and thousands of women who go through miscarriage by playing that song. Like she did actually say that Talia, that were digging every woman.
She did actually say on her live for the pod she was only directed at them, but
No, she actually didn't know they hadn't showed receipts last night.
Why
So
should she have
she
to
actually,
have a
no,
miscarriage?
hang on, she
No,
actually
you hang
said,
on. As a woman,
it's being out, there is no baby. I'm not aiming it at a baby. There is no baby. She believed there was no baby and it was all lies. So it wasn't aimed at a baby. It wasn't aimed at anybody else.
but why should, as a woman, why, if someone told me,
They did it to Canadian Angie. They mocked her lot.
I don't get why you're speaking over me. Like, I'm trying to speak. I'm not being rude. I'm speaking normal.
Go on.
Like, I don't get, as a woman, why another woman should then prove a miscarriage. Like, I've suffered. Last night affected me massively, like, crazily. For it to play that song, and then, for me, that was directed at all women who's
No, it
the
wasn't.
baby.
no,
That's
it
her
wasn't.
opinion. My opinion, she's
Yeah.
mocked
It wasn't.
every woman who's miscarried. Like, it was vile. And then, but then for Canadian Angie to then say, oh, well, it ketchup. Come on, we're women. Like, why are we doing this? And bloody...
But
Well, I can't comment on the ketchup because I never saw it.
I didn't hear that either. But can you do you have the same energy for Rickster doing that to Canadian Angie out in like the?
But again,
lady?
I feel like that's deflection.
It's not deflection.
No, it isn't deflection.
I've come
It
up to
isn't
speak about what
deflection. It
EQ
isn't.
is.
He put Canadian Angie. He could have put her in danger. She's in like
Exactly.
witness protection. That like
I
our
don't know
version
if
of that in Canada.
Look, I'll be honest.
And he's
cannot
throwing
act-
women's pictures up, saying this is Canadian Angie. This is Canadian Angie.
Like,
How
I
many women in
cannot
2 days did he put up?
And
Like, I cannot stand
Philippa,
Rickster.
he's there on a live.
Bell end.
Listen to me. He was there on a live going, yeah, she's lost her child. I'll out the picture for 10 hand hots. Are you crazy? Like, what?
But like, again, like, someone's just put in comments, have you got proof of witness protection? Like, it's
Why should that Canadian Angie?
Why should she? You've just said why should Talia put proof up?
well, exactly.
should
That's why I'm
Canadian
saying
Angie
why
put
should
proof up?
she,
Can you not
idiot?
shout, please?
It's
Don't
exactly
shout.
the same. Don't shout at me because I can shout
And don't call me a
louder.
bloody idiot.
You've been an idiot.
How am I being an idiot?
Hold on,
Come on.
You know,
Let's bring it back down a level, please. We're not having.
Canadian Angie speak.
You know what? This is all bullshit. No one has to bring anything down a level because everything that's happened and all the accusations, and you don't even know if this woman even miscarried or was even pregnant. To me, this is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. None of you have any proof besides what she said. And
Can I just say something? Sorry to interrupt. It's only I've got to go in a second.
Honestly, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Honestly.
As a woman,
bullshit is questioning.
Bullshit what you said.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Angie.
You're fucking all done out here. All the fuck
Shut
questions other women and then
Shut
laugh at a
Don't
woman.
show your stupidity.
Nobody has laughed.
You
You have
fucking
absolutely
every
no
single one
proof
of you.
that this fucking woman was even pregnant. Have you seen
Right,
a pregnant
regardless,
woman?
Even
regardless of
question
who
when a
anyone
woman
supports.
comes and says, I'm pregnant,
Stop
you
it.
believe.
Stop shouting.
right, sorry.
Stop shouting.
Stop
There's no
telling
need to
me,
shout.
Mike.
Can I just say,
Cowards, yeah, I'll just make
Canadian
that.
Angie, what you said was horrible because once you
I
come
don't
through
care.
that,
You can't
hang on
say
a minute,
you
I'm
can't
still
say any different.
speaking.
You have
I'm
no
still
proof.
speaking.
You have no proof. They have done
No,
horrible things
what
to
I'm
me.
saying
Did
is,
you go into take the Canadian out of your name for first thing? Secondly, did you go after Rickster and Talia when they were trying to find me and they were going to dox another woman's unalive child? Don't
This is the
fucking sit
thing.
here and criticize me. Don't you dare.
Right, am I okay to talk?
answer.
Don't you dare. And fucking, if you're following me, look, I'll do an even better one for you. You can take that Canadian out of your name because you're fucking
Right,
blocked.
okay, you've just asked me a question. Would you like
I
me
don't need to ask you any questions. I already see where you're going. So when you want me to think that she was pregnant, she took pictures.
don't want you to think
pictures of
that.
Did
That's
you
not what I'm saying.
Did you go into Rickster's live and defend me the same way like you think you're going to defend her?
I
Tell
don't
me
like
right
speak out
now.
loud. I don't agree with doxing. So I'm not disagreeing with you. But what you said last night about the
That's your fucking
red stuff-
opinion. And what
Hang
they
on a
did to
minute.
me was disgusting.
Yeah.
Hang on
And
a
what
minute.
they did to me is disgusting. And what the comments are saying, show your proof.
Can you mute these people, mods?
I
please?
didn't come on here and pretend I was pregnant. Had a
Minx, can I
miscarriage
can
and
I
shit,
speak
my
at
whole
all?
fucking thing. Listen, get the Canadian out of your name.
Right, okay. But what
How
you
about you
said
do
last
that?
night, right?
How about that's
Regardless
your
of who
fucking
you're
opinion.
aiming it
That
to.
is your opinion. Did
Hang
you
on a
have
minute,
the
you
same?
haven't even let me give my opinion.
Your opinions. What I said was awful. But when they were there slating me for 3 months, did you get in the box and tell them that?
Hang on a minute, I have spoken
Did
on
you?
it. I
I'm
don't agree
asking you
with
a
it.
question. Did you get in the box when Rickster was coming after me and my unborn child that died at birth? Did you go and tell Rickster the same fucking thing that you're saying to me, how vile and disgusting he was?
I said it's disgusting.
Because if you didn't, then shut your fucking mouth.
I have said it's disgusting.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Let me finish my point.
Shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Let me finish my point though. What you said last night, regardless of who you're aiming it to.
Talk to yourself because I'm not listening.
I swear to God, someone's stop.
And you've got mod controls, by the way.
Can people stop muting me? I haven't even got a sentence.
Unless you have the same energy for Rickster when he was coming after me for months, then I don't really need to listen to what she has to say.
Regardless of what you've said, right?
I don't need to
who you're aiming it to. Hang on a minute.
What I said was vile and disgusting.
Oh my God. Whoever you've aimed it to, it doesn't just affect that person.
She was sitting there, 6 hand hearts and will reveal the address. What if that really was me?
I don't agree with that. And I was saying
Did you go into the live and go fucking confront him about it?
What I'm saying is...
No, I'm asking you a fucking simple question.
Did you not let me answer? So don't say it's a simple question.
It's a yes or no question. Did you go into Rickster's live when he was coming after me?
I've spoken on it. I've told you that.
Did you get in that box and say you're disgusting, Rickster, for what you're doing?
You mentioning blood on the bedsheet has affected people.
What does that have to do with
unfortunately,
I'm asking you.
Unfortunately,
I asked you a simple yes or no question. Did you, when Rickster was trying to find me and doxed a woman whose child had passed away in a horrific bus accident that we still mourn in Canada, did you get in Rickster's box and have the same energy that you're trying to put on me right now?
None of them did,
Oh,
Angie.
she fucking gone? Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Yes or no question?
Heads up before
May I just speak?
I'm bouncing, but I literally just came on here because I don't know what the effing hell has been going on because I weren't on TikTok last night. But please, everyone, just stop airing out dirty laundry on here. It's just simple as that, right? EQ, I love you. I'm off.
Love you too, Libra. See you later. Thanks for coming up.
Just fucking see what I said was so disgusting. What did I say? I still don't believe she was pregnant. Don't believe it at all. I don't care what pictures she put out. Are they real? I don't know.
Hello. Do you know what I was thinking is that this phone call got released about 6 weeks ago, something like that, and she only had this miscarriage a week ago, so how is it my fault or Canadian Angie's or Becca's or anything? And is everybody forgetting that my Becca's pregnant too? So here ringing Becca up and doing all this in the first place and then putting loads of hate onto Becca, saying that she couldn't do women's charity work and that, she could have lost her baby as well. So at the end of the day, this was many, many weeks ago that I released this call and, it took this long.
EQ. She was out drinking in February.
Yeah.
On video, she was out drinking alcohol at the end of February, but she was pregnant. Give me a fucking break. Everyone needs to give their fucking head a shake.
She offered to take on Evil Queen in the bloody
boxing ring
as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's what I was going to say. Sorry for
interrupting. And on that call, she was actually drunk. She was drunk on that call that I recorded too.
I don't buy what I said. That guy tormented me, him, Corey, and herself for over 3 months. They were putting up and doxing innocent people, anyone they could find in Canada that had lost a child, they were fucking doxing them. And then you guys want to sit here and criticize me for not believing she was pregnant? Well, fuck off then, because at the end of the day, if you would have found me, you would have doxed my child that passed away. And would you all have said the same thing that you're saying to me now? No, you would have said, oh, they found her. Oh my God, yeah, that is her. Oh, it's so sad about. That's what you guys would have done. But you all want to come to, including Red. Red, I'm going to say this. You came after me once 2 years ago. And I'll tell you what, it ain't gonna work out for you good the second time. I told you to keep my fucking name out of your mouth. You want to go hold another live and tell people to report me and block me? I'm going to tell you what. We're going to do a playback of how horrible of a fucking human being you are. Don't go sit there and fucking say because I said this. Your granddaughter thing. Where's Katie Minx? Is she in here?
Minx, can I have 2 seconds to talk, please?
Oh my God, this bitch again. Can you take the Canadian out of your fucking name?
I've been waiting to talk, if I
I
may.
was here before you and I kept getting muted.
Napish, go ahead, because I'm just going to keep muting her. Go ahead, honey.
Well, you know,
This is fucking mental. You can't take...
Yeah. I agree with what you're saying, Candy Angie, and I do agree with what Eva Queen's saying. Yes, I don't agree with the terms that have been used, but the things that you guys have been put through and the point that you are putting across is 100% correct. This is what I'm saying to Peace. Like, why should I judge my friend when she's put through hell? I'm not going to judge her for her reaction. Absolutely not. I'm not.
And do you know what's making me laugh is when everyone keeps going, oh, she'll never know what it's like to be one. You know, there's actual women who are born without wombs, who can't give birth, who, like, so if you're saying that my comment affected women and affected people who've been through it, then you're affecting women by invalidating them and saying, unless you've got a womb and are capable of miscarrying, then you'll never know what it feels like to be a woman. There we go.
And, can I just say, why if I just had someone message me?
Emma Lou, sorry.
What will DA think of you when she sees this? Well, do you know what? I had a miscarriage. Okay, so, you know, some of the words that were said were harsh, but I understand because of what you've been put through and what EQ put through.
We love Fluffy.
You know, if you want to come for me, my mental health isn't great at the moment. If you want to come for me, come for me. I really don't care anymore.
Turn
your message requests off, darling. Protect yourself.
Yeah, fuck everyone. At the end of the day, anyone that wants to come after me, anyone that thinks they're even in the slightest going to come after me, no one had the chest to go sit in his box and say, look, he's doxing a different woman who's on YouTube. You can go listen to The Voice, whose son passed away at 13 in a horrific bus accident, and he wouldn't have it. This is who she is. Give me 10 hen hearts. And you guys want me to sit here and mourn Talia's non-existent miscarriage?
Yeah, they put a passed away child up and tried to link it to you and said you were the person and all that. And I love that you're the Canadian energy. Yes, love.
Thank you. Crazy.
And again, Red, hold your fucking lives. Start your hate train again. But I will come with everything you've done. Sorry, go ahead.
I recorded Delusive Angie's live before and Talia joined and she turns around, Talia, and she says, I knew the gender of the baby because I seen the baby. So she didn't say she'd had a scan or an early scan or a gender thingy or any of those things. She said the reason she knows it was a boy is because the baby was birthed, she's saying, you know, but what method? Because you can get that evac thing, whatever it's called, and everything.
You cannot, but EQ, there is no way that within those 3 months, first of all, she had a scan.
Yeah.
And second of all, they're not going to see a gender under 3 months, under 12 weeks.
Yeah. If she wasn't lying, she'd have ultimate proof to post up, because if it were me, and this is me, I would just post up everything and go, yeah, look, because you know what I'm like, with receipts, I would say this says exactly what's happened and everything, but they won't. They say Rick's just put it up, he didn't, he put it up and it was so blurry, nobody could even read it. Am I right or wrong? You know, and it was just a picture of glariness.
Yeah. Months down the line, we're all going to be sat there smugly because it will come out that they've lied.
All they're doing is riding off EQ's coattails. The desperation, you can smell it a mile off. They're just
trying to desperation.
Throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks.
Sophie Bailey, goodbye, love you all. Evil Canadian Karanji, sorry. Evil Canadian Angie.
Oh, play the way, love you.
Love you, EQ Minx and everyone. See you soon.
See you later. Can I just make something clear? You know, if that is true, you know, as someone that's gone through it, as yourself, you know, but I do have empathy, but I don't really believe that that's happened. And then, obviously, what's happened to you, Canadian Andy, you are absolutely 100% right, because if they'd found you, they would have destroyed you.
100%. 100%.
They would have. Another thing is why just everything get at EQ all the time. And I don't agree with what EQ said. My words would have been different, but I understand why she said it, because it's in hurt and anger.
We've seen this from the beginning to the end, Polar Bear. You know what I mean? We've seen it when it started and to the present day. Like, it's been relentless all the time.
You're going down. I'm going down, baby.
He is her abuser, and I doubt that anyone in these comments that have got an abuser like that would
I've been with one. I can see it. I can see it from a distance. I've been with one. I was with one for 7 bloody years. Well, nearly, actually 8 years. And I won't go into that, but you can see it.
Yeah. And if I was Talia, I'd be checking his phone, because he put on a live, he held his phone up and his camera roll showed, and it was picture upon picture of EQ.
It's crazy.
He is absolutely obsessed with her.
He still talks about her. He was talking about her the other day. He was talking about doxing Minx. He was talking about doxing Katie. He was talking about doxing borderline banter. The guy's sick.
He needs help. He really does need help.
He does need help. Both of them are not normal.
They're not normal. That's the point that I jumped up to say. If you're going through trauma, you're going through grief, your girlfriend's just lost a baby, it's not cancelling someone that's on your mind. It's protecting your girlfriend.
Can I say something else? If she was hemorrhaging for 11 hours, would she not have called him to have her partner with her?
I'd have asked for them to call him. I'd have said, can you call him, please? I need him with me.
Exactly.
I just don't
This
know.
is what. Sorry for interrupting. I'm the biggest interrupter here. Sorry. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I was trying to say a few bits and pieces on Delusive Angie's live, but I just don't think people are actually listening to everything. So when the baby was there, she could tell that it was a boy. The baby would be the size of a walnut with the placenta and everything. Do you know what I mean? So that doesn't make up with the amount of weeks that she is. Exactly. So that doesn't add up.
On a scan, a professional can't even tell you 100% cards down, lay money on it, what sex your child is.
I've had 5 kids. On my third one, he said, well, you might want to paint the bedroom pink, but, I wouldn't just yet. Do you know what I mean? And I was, way past 20 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, and I wasn't sorry, Angie, sweetheart. I wasn't trying to take away from the fact that from other women, right? I was just saying it in Talia's case. I wasn't saying it in other women. But would any of you, so say if I was 10 weeks pregnant now, and the stress, and your boyfriend is coming in with a video after video after video after phone call after phone call, I would be after throwing my phone down the toilet.
I'd tell him to piss off. if that was the case, I'd tell him,
Yeah, but you all know what I'm talking about, but nobody on the other side seemed to understand that when you're put on bed rest by a doctor, you're put on bed rest with no stress at all.
Yeah.
Can I just
hold on, Patricia? I think a lot of people. That's all right, darling. I'm going to say it again. I think a lot of people are not thinking with their mind; they're thinking with their feelings. And you need to take your own feelings out of this situation and look at the bigger picture of what has been going on in the past 3 years leading up to this. Everyone's going to say it's deflection. It's not. It's not. It all correlates to why she reacted the way she did.
Yes, she's been hounded by this person for the last 2 years. Live after live after live. Every time we go onto his, honestly, I fell in there. Or he was doing a live about, remember this big exposure we were waiting for, and it was all the same bullshit over and over again. But I was in that live, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even listen to him for 5 minutes because everything is edited, right? Obviously she went in for a DNC. Okay, so...
Well, no, it depends. If the baby is miscarried and they do the ultrasound, if there's no fragments of the baby left and you just miscarried, they're not going to do a DNC.
The way she said that she went under surgery and all of this.
Surgery for what? Surgery for what?
But because this is what she was saying on Angie's, or Delusive Angie's live, and I was like...
The only thing manic menopause is... if they still see fragments, anything left behind of the child, if the child hasn't
DNC,
then they will do a DNC. They will clean everything out. You stay in for a couple of hours and you go home.
Yeah, sorry. 15 years since my last pregnancy. Sorry, 15 years. Sorry, I might be a bit out of touch. I'm an older lady.
If she lost the amount of blood that she said she did, they would have given her a blood transfusion.
Well, she said she did have one.
Yeah, but even then you wouldn't be in there a week. I'm not saying that she wasn't in there a week or whatever. We just don't know. Like I said, they tell that many bloody lies. It winds you up.
Well, that's it. That's my issue. It's like the boy that cried wolf so many times. But the accusations thrown at EQ. Well, not just the accusations, the whole disgusting thing. And then thrown at Canadian Angie. And now they're going at EQ Minx. Can I just say something?
Minx, hold on a second. The chat's saying, why are you discussing her trauma? Why was he discussing mine for 3 months?
Exactly.
And apparently now Red and Corey are going to start the wars, the hate train starting again.
Oh, let him carry on. He's an angry little gay man. I hate that man.
Ladies, can I just say, my heart goes out, right, if it is true, right, because it is. I just think it needs to be shut down now. You've all said what you've had to say, and he's just going to dig himself into more of a grave because he's just going to go after everybody now.
But he could have sort of, you know what I mean? He could have stopped this by stopping doing the lives, by just doing his own lives and getting on with his own platform if he has that much support. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't, as soon as he heard, that there was any medical emergency, I mean, I don't think he should have been on TikTok to say, how many she was in for a week, I wouldn't.
What it is? This is a storyline that's going to pull at. You can look at the comments.
Yeah, it's pulling at people's emotions.
Exactly. Look at the comments.
I can see it a mile away.
And again, everyone's saying, "Oh, show proof of yours." Mine would have never been brought to this app if it wasn't for Jay.
Am I wrong though? You never asked Talia to show proof that she had a miscarriage.
No. I never asked Talia for nothing. I don't even watch.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I don't understand why all the comments are saying show proof because you've asked Talia. She hasn't asked Talia. So where's that coming from? I don't have to show
proof to anyone on here.
Can I just play something from Rickster's story last night, please?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm you.
Hi, Kate Louise Bird from Jarrow. I'm going to be relentless. Absolutely relentless. I'm going to take me to find out where you are. And where you live. You're going to wish unalive and my child.
Never wished it. No.
I'm telling you, you think you're gonna, that's gonna be it. Relentless. She's just a start. Katie Louise Bird from Jarrow, aka EQ Minx.
Oh, right. So it's okay for a man to threaten a woman, yeah? Yeah. I never said that. I've never wished. You never did. No, I didn't. Because I heard that live EQ, and you never said that at all.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Crazy, man. I'm telling you,
From Rixter, you know, Redditch, Bromsgrove. I know people from around there. Rixter, and I also know your family members, Rixter.
Right,
So
sorry,
watch
all you lot in the
whose
comments
toes you're
saying-
stepping on.
Sorry,
He's,
guys.
oh, I'm sorry, but he gets my bloody goat.
All you
Yeah,
people in the comments
I'm
that just
gonna
answered
drop-
my
All of the
question.
chat that's in here is from Delusives because they're all a bunch of fucking trolls.
I'm gonna drop. That's
I'm
all
not
that I
even reading the
wanted to
comments.
say.
No,
It should have
my
been.
name's mad again, but you know what? I can't be bothered. At the end of the day, you know, what you've been put through, Canadian Andy, and also what EQ has been put through. That's just foremost. This has been 3 years of hell, and now he's going after EQ minx. He's going to go after everybody, right? But you know, if it is true, right, my heart goes out to her. And I just think, you know, if they're going to keep going on about it, and they're getting gifted as well at the same time,
Exactly.
It's doing my head in. It's just like, just leave it. Leave everybody else alone. Enough is enough.
He needs, if it is like we say, we still don't know if it is true, but I'm just saying if it is, he needs to let her grieve. He needs to, like, be the man, grow the balls, shut social media down and grieve.
Exactly, 100%. That's what I was coming up to say, and I'm just going to drop now because it should be, he should man up now and look after his family.
Is it really worth this war he's got going on?
It's crazy.
You know?
Yeah, I'm going to drop as
to
well. I
you
just come up
later.
and say my point about if you're grieving, the first thing on your mind is not cancelling someone's TikTok platform or how much money they made. Canadian Angie, I love you. EQ Minx, I love you. Thank you for having me up. And yeah, bye.
God is the creator. Listen to this. Surely they believe God is the creator of all belongings, so why not blame him?
Anyway, I'm going to drop down.
They're
now.
the
I
most
just want-
ungodliest couple I've ever come across.
Hi, EQ Minx. Hi, Angie.
Hello, summer darling.
You okay?
I would never, sorry, hang on. I would never wish anybody to lose a baby. So whoever's putting that in the comments, that is not what I've said. If that's happened, I send all my love and condolences to Talia. But it needs to be dropped, and I understand
Yeah, I
what
just
they put in Angie through and EQ, but I'm going to drop down now because
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Thanks, darling. Thanks, Paloma.
Take care, Fluffy.
I just popped up to say I don't know if it's been spoken up because I joined a bit late, but it was the point that has been in my head is she continually said from that phone call the stress caused this, right? That actual phone call was pure stress. She was in hysterics. She had left and was staying somewhere else. Richter hadn't been
Summer, so she says.
yeah, he hadn't been near her, but she was crying her eyes out and she was clearly stressed before the phone call was leaked. So I don't think she can blame that phone call at all.
I don't think she was ever pregnant, so.
I just wanted to say that because I'm sick to death of bits being left out, you know, to make everybody else the bad ones. You know, people.
Can I just make a valid point?
Yeah, people forget details far too easy, and I'm sick of it now.
Why am I in the big box?
Can I just say something? And this is either gonna be a popular opinion or a very unpopular opinion. But I'm saying this, and I've got friends in these boxes, and we're grown-ass adults, and we can all have difference of opinions and still be friends, okay? But I personally think this, on every single person's part, should stop. Because at the end of the day, people's trauma is being used against them, people's lives, people's hurt, people's upset is all being hurt and threw at each other on this app. It's fucking disgusting. It needs to stop. I've said it since about November of last year. Someone is going to end up fucking dead on this app, and they're going to do it live on a webcam. People need to stop.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop.
And that's all I'm going to say on the matter.
No one's gonna stop though. That's the problem.
Oh,
I just wanted to say, and I've not long got over losing my twins, but this app, I used this as a way to escape, and now it's just got so toxic.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realise that arguing over such a sensitive topic is not for anybody's entertainment.
Are you okay to be in the box, Laura, darling?
I was going to say, if you're triggered, you need to not pretend.
Yeah, but I'm never going to question whether somebody's been pregnant or miscarried. I'm never going to question that. But I think blaming somebody for a miscarriage is horrific, because the person that miscarries generally carries the guilt and the shame of it themselves. And you constantly get told it's nobody's fault. There's no rhyme or reason. It just happens. And I think everybody needs to stop blaming and shaming miscarriages, or blaming and shaming people for causing it. I think it all needs to end.
Yeah.
And so I'm not blaming anybody here. Laura. I'm not trying to be horrible to anybody here. I tried to say it in Delusive Angie's today, because it got a wee bit too toxic, and Hungry Guy or whatever his name was getting a wee bit rude about things, and I just wasn't allowed to say anything.
Laura, we're not all monsters. If you need to reach out to anyone, reach out, but please get counselling if you can. Go see your GP. It will help.
I've got therapy. I go through I do my therapy every week, but I was just, like I say, I wanted to try and shut it down in Delusives today.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
That was all. But
I'm sorry for your loss as well, and there's no shame in it, Laura, and it wasn't.
We aren't. It really wasn't. And we aren't monsters. We just
no.
We
take care of everybody and stay safe, and God bless everybody. Thank you.
Big love, Laura.
Bye, darling. Bye. Oh, bless.
Look after yourself, yeah. That's crazy, man.
That's what humbles people, isn't it? Someone coming in like that, it puts, you know.
It's I'd love her, man. This subject shouldn't have been used at all. It shouldn't have come to the app. It shouldn't have been used.
This is what I mean. If he's any man, if he's got any balls at all, he needs to take it off the app now. Just shut it down and leave it.
If I can speak.
Yeah, go Lucy.
I was doing a home all the bits and pieces around cleaning up and stuff, and I was sort of like listening to it in the background. And at first, I did feel I've had 3 miscarriages. You know, I've had to have
for your losses.
It's sad, and it does hit home to you that when she was talking about it, but the thing that made me think, oh, hang on a minute, when she said about she sees the sex of the baby, that hit me hard.
Oh, you poor thing.
But to me, that's a lie. That's a blatant lie. Because there is no way on earth that she could have seen that was a little boy. Now that to me is more damaging than what Evil Queen played that song.
Oh, shut up, Lisa. You're absolutely deluded. No, it's not.
Oh my God, you're telling someone to shut up when she's talking about she's had a miscarriage.
That song was disgusting.
You can't tell me how that made me feel when she said that.
That's the thing, Miss Red. You can't tell it, like, everyone's trying to tell people how they should feel, and it's not right.
I actually felt for that Talia, and I was thinking, I do really feel for her. I do. But the minute she said that I actually see that was my little boy, that I'm sorry, that wouldn't happen. She hadn't even had a scan. They can't even tell what it is until you're 15 weeks, unless she's gone and had a what do they call it, a test of water, of her blood or a amniotic fluid to see what it is. You cannot tell. When you see, Google what a 12-week baby looks like, please, and what it comes out of. All she would have seen, I've seen it. I've looked down the toilet and seen a clot of blood sitting down that toilet.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lisa.
Sorry for your loss, Lisa, because now Miss Red first Red told you to shut up because that's
Miss Red's coming on smoke. Jesus.
She's not coming on nothing. She's coming here to get some fucking views and come to the other side of the pond with her bullshit.
Nadia and Angie, I sit on the biggest views on TikTok.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody docks you.
You are an absolute rodent. You sit there. You got
She wants to start a storyline how I was going to dox her granddaughter. If Katie Minx was here, She has the message
storyline. It's no
between
story.
Luke and myself.
Me? Why am I getting?
Shut up! You came after me once. You're not doing it twice.
Oh,
Go
so it
fuck
was
yourself.
once. I thought it was the whole year.
Go
Liar.
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You know what that means? Go fuck
You're a
yourself.
lying bitch, and I'm going to speak
Go
about you
fuck
every
yourself,
day.
you fucking bitch, and I'll do the same about you. You fucking used up whore. Fuck off. Talk about me every day and I'll return the favor with proof what you did to Zach, what you did to fucking Delusive. Let's go. Let's go, Red. You fucking dumbass bitch. Used up fucking whore. That's what you are, a used up fucking whore.
People saying big up Red, you really need to do your homework.
Big up Red. She's the biggest fucking bully on the app. She's only mad because that her friend Alicia actually knew that a PLM member was dating a minor and didn't call the police. So Red decided to fucking pike up her voice today. Red, fuck off. You ain't finding the fool. Oh, you're back. Is she back again? Sorry.
No, it's Holly.
Go back to your side of the pond with Corey. Go start your hate train. Go do your digging, and I'll be doing the same. And no one gives a bloody fuck about you. Because I will start a bigger hate train against you, you fucking used up cunt. I'm going to drop Minx. I'm going to get banned.
Oh.
I'm loving this new side
Red
to
is
Angie.
a fucking used up bitch. Fucking whore, cunt, smelly cunt, bitch. Used
Angie,
up
you really
whore.
need the title of Savage in your name.
Savage.
I'm loving this new side to Angie, Minx.
EQ Minx, I'm going to drop down now as well. I didn't come up to talk about the baby or the miscarriage. I don't want to talk about that. I just was coming up to point out that the phone call, she was already stressed in that phone call by her own partner. That's the point I was pointing out. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you all. Take care. Bye.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to start that off.
Absolutely fine, Lisa. It's absolutely fine. You can tell your story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's all it was. All I was saying, was trying to say was, yes, I was believing it to a point, and for someone who has been through that 3 times, that triggered me more than her saying I've had a miscarriage. It was this person's fault, that person's fault, but that triggered me more because I thought, well, no, that wouldn't happen. So to me, that was using a tragedy to get somebody. I might not be making sense properly, but by her saying what she said, that this has happened and it's this person's fault.
Yeah, it's no one's fault.
Can I just say something a second? I've been watching a few lives on this situation, and can we not just take into consideration whether she's telling the truth or not? This is somebody's loss of their daughter, their son, whatever it may be, and you're all just sitting here discussing it.
No, we're not discussing it.
I don't think they're discussing it like that.
They brought it to the app. I think we've got a right to discuss it when they brought it to the app themselves.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't, like, once you bring something on the internet, everyone is going to have an opinion, but can you not leave the parents grieve in peace, whether she's telling the truth or not? Just leave her grieve in peace, like.
Yeah, you can, but there is people out there that have genuinely gone through that, i.e. I am that person, and I was triggered today.
Yeah, that's understandable, but, like, can you not, like, I know everyone is going to be triggered, but, like, Evil Queen last night, what she did was wrong. Yes, they came at her. Every reaction has a reaction, but she shouldn't have gone that far to sing that song about a grieving mother.
But the thing is, no one can judge Chelsea for a reaction because they've been going at her for 3 years. They've called her everything under the sun. They've even gone as low as to call her a PDF file. Do you know what I mean? It is a lot. There is a lot behind why she said what she did. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm not judging her for what she said. I'm not.
Yeah, like I just said, every reaction has a reaction, but why would you go that low and mock someone's miscarriage?
Yeah, but why would you go so low and mock the fact that she can't have kids?
Like I just said, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah,
I'm not saying obviously she's going to have a reaction. Obviously she's going to react back to them. But that Canadian Andy, her mouth is fucking vile.
They know if they keep taunting her and poking at her that she will come out with something like that because she will hit hard and she will hit them where it hurts. I did leave the live when that music was played. Yes, because, you know, I'm not saying I don't agree with Evil Queen. I'm not saying that because she has been relentlessly, they've gone at her for 3 years.
Yeah, but can I ask you a question? Like, if someone's coming at you for 3 or 4 years, would you actually stoop that low and go for their loss of a child?
Personally, no, but I'm not Evil Queen.
No, exactly. None of us can judge the way we would react because we haven't been for it, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Do you know, it's just a bit.
Kind of why I wanted to come
to be
in.
honest.
I feel like it's her reaction. She can have that reaction. It's valid.
Hold on,
but it's not valid because you can't go for somebody's loss of a child.
Wait,
I'm saying it's valid for her. It's her situation.
I'm trying to talk. Me as myself now, no, I wouldn't have said that, but I'm not going to judge my friend. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
hi there.
Minx on that.
Yeah, I won't judge her on it because I haven't been through what she has, so I can't. So yeah.
Hi Nick, how are you?
Oh, hello, Maddie, darling. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I only just came up here to say I'm probably going to get shot down, but I don't think Canadian Angie is vile at all. She's been persecuted for months and months and months about who are you, where do you live, where do you come from, where's your baby's grave, let's find the pictures of it, let's put it out there by Rickster and Talia. Enough is enough. You know, I know whatever's happened to her, it's awful, it's terrible, and my heart goes out to her. But, you know, to keep victim blaming, and I'm going to blame you, and I'm going to blame that person and that person, enough is enough. What's happened has happened. You can't put it right. You can't make it any better. But for God's sake, everybody should just grow up and stop this victim blaming. It's your fault, and enough. Enough. Yeah. Sorry.
You can't blame anyone for a miscarriage. It just happens naturally.
Exactly. It's nobody's fault. It just happens. So stop saying, oh, I'm coming for EQ. It's all your fault. You started this. No, they started it. If we want to go down that road, they started it. Nobody else did. And what happened to Talia, and that's just life.
But I just wouldn't sit on a personal app and have judge someone for their miscarriage. At the end of the day, whether she's telling the truth or not, she's still a grieving mother.
Yeah, I think if Evil Queen had time to process it, this is I'm not gonna the ADHD thing.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
No, I'm not. That's why I stumbled a bit on. I'm not going to use it as an excuse. But her brain works differently. It goes 100 miles an hour. She did what she did, and she'll hold her hands up to it. You know. But like we are saying, we don't necessarily agree with what she did.
But can I ask you a question? Would she still stand by EQ if that girl or that child's father went away and done something to themselves? Would she still stand by EQ?
Oh, come on, those two are too selfish to do anything to themselves.
How do you know? You don't know what's going on.
Oh my God, we've watched them for years. What about if EQ had attacked herself because of what Richard's done?
Like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right, but you don't sit up here and discuss someone's miscarriage.
What if she'd have done something when he was called in her a PDF file?
Well, then I'm sure they're going to have to hold their hands up and take that responsibility on their head. Like, she is vile. She is vile. There's no putting... She's not a nice person. She's vile.
Yeah, her wording was wrong. But I think she's stressed to the hilt just as much as everybody is. And I'm not going to say, EQ, whatever you said was right. I do actually think, no, you shouldn't have said anything. You know, maybe not got down to their level, but, you know, what can you do? It's been said, it's been done.
Can I just say as well that Talia didn't start this. Talia just caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's added to it, yeah, but she has really got caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all come from him.
Yeah.
He's made her like she is.
Yeah.
She's in a mess.
He threatens women all the time. Just remember this.
And someone said in the comments I was just as bad last night. I'm sorry, I never said a word hardly last night about it because it does touch me. I've been there, you know, an awful lot of us have been there, and it's a sensitive subject, so I wouldn't have sat there and said, oh no, it never happened.
We haven't dragged Talia, we are dragging Rickster through, whoever that was in the comments. It's Rickster, not Talia. He's got complete control over that woman. If nobody else can see that, then you're blind.
Yeah, he's the person to point the finger at the end of the day, the stress.
I have to say, that's why I came in.
Anyway, I'm going to drop now. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to drop, but thank you for having me, Nick.
Love you, darling.
I love you, darling. Bye.
What I was laughing at last night was someone making an impression of Talia. That was I wasn't laughing at Talia, actually. Thank you very much.
Can I just say thank you for letting me up? And
you're welcome, darling. Thank you for telling your story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, Lisa.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Hi, ladies. Can you hear me?
Hello, Livewire.
Hello, lovely. Listen, I want to take it from a different side. I was in a sort of relationship like that there. It was with my ex-husband, and he crucified me for nearly 5 years. He raped me. I'm sorry if I'm trauma
Don't say
dumping,
that.
but
Say great. Say great.
okay.
Trigger
And
warning,
the
say
things,
great.
okay, the things that man done to me was relentless, constant. Every day he would go around to my parents, tell my parents things that were lies, tried to take my son, and it wasn't his son, it was my other partner's son from before. The stuff that man done to me near took me out.
Yeah.
And I am a strong person. I never thought anybody could get to me the way they did. And he did, and it was over 5 years.
Mm.
And I ended up having to divorce him, and my mother only found out then that he had actually raped me whenever I was sitting in the solicitor's office.
Yeah.
But the thing was, every day my head was frazzled. I didn't know what direction anything was coming from. I was so spun. 1 minute it would be something, the next minute something else. I didn't want to be here anymore. I really didn't. So I can understand why EQ bites the way she does. Because back then, the things I said, I had to hold myself responsible for the things that I wanted to do to that man, that I did say to that man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And nobody knows how EQ is feeling behind closed doors.
Exactly.
They don't see her cry, so they think, oh, she's some tough bitch. We're going to take her down. Nobody knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Nobody could take that amount of what's being done to her and still stand, and that's what people aren't understanding. Why she's not breaking down, why she's not crying. That's why it's all sort of like, oh, we're going to take EQ down. Oh, she doesn't care. She's no. Of course she does. Of course she cares. Of course she's empathy. It's just she doesn't respond like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I trauma dumped there. It's just.
That's all right. You're all right. You're absolutely
It's all right. Minx, you all know yourself. You've been with Chels from the start. You've seen it in the comments.
Yeah.
Day in, day out, the transphobia, the nastiness she has to go through.
Yeah, she's not numb to it. Please stop.
No, she isn't.
No, in the comments they're saying she's numb to it. Yeah, she may do that on the public face. She's human, man. It's not a biased live at all. It's not biased live.
No, it isn't a biased live. We've said Talia needs help. You know, they both do really, to bring what they've gone through to a platform and blame someone else. You know, Talia needs to grieve. And he's not letting her do it. He's using her grief against someone else.
It's mad.
One last thing before I disappear.
Hello, Cam.
Okay. One last thing, and
are you all right, Cam?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Far from it. Because all these multiple lives that are going on discussing people's grief, people's trauma, people's heartache, people's hurt, people's upset. I've now got a woman in my inbox who's followed me for the past 4 months. Absolutely fucking beside herself because of people's behaviour. She is that triggered. She's now reliving the loss of her angel baby because of people's actions and behaviour. When are people gonna fucking stop and realise and take into consideration the people who are watching these fucking lives? Absolutely disgusting. Every single part of it. It needs to fucking stop.
Yep.
It does. It does, and I totally agree. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Enough is enough. It needs to stop.
Yeah, I come live to explain about, like, I'm not going to judge my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I totally agree.
I'm not discussing miscarriage. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? I'm not discussing that fact. I'm discussing the fact that I'm not judging my friend on how she reacts. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants to discuss what they discussed, but yeah.
No, I get it.
If people saying EQ won't stop, she did, and Rickster has brought it back again and again and again. EQ will stop. He's just got to stop himself. You can't expect her to sit there and be bullied for 3 years and not come back.
She said it multiple times. Leave me alone and I'll leave you alone.
Exactly. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I know.
So apparently I've had the most to say by Raven. But then apparently I'm backtracking. Didn't I say I understand, right, what Evil Queen's going through and why she's retaliated the way she has, or the way she's been, all the stuff she's been put through, and Canadian Angie, what they've done to her. I understand it, but if it's true, it needs to stop. It needs to stop, and I do feel so. I have empathy for Talia, and it does need to stop.
I'm agreeing with you there. It does need to stop, and we're all a bit fired up, I think, today. I think we need to all sit back and, you know, just get on with it. If they keep bringing it to the app, it's their problem, not ours now.
It's not backtracking. I'm not backtracking anything. I'm not backtracking.
Oh, I'm in echo chamber now. Echo. Echo.
It's just, yeah. Well, I'm going to shut this live down now anyway, because I just come live to explain that, no one was mocking miscarriage. No
my God, look at the time. I've got to cook tea. I'll be single soon if I don't get that tea on.
No one was doing that, you know.
No, nobody was.
No one's mocking Talia. We're all a bit fired up, like I said, you know.
I'm not going to judge my friend. I'm really not going to judge my friend for the way she reacts, because I haven't been through what she's been through with these people. You know, I'm not going to judge Canadian Angie on the way she's reacting, because I haven't been through what she's been through with these people and in life. You know what I mean?
And like someone said, I can't remember who it was, he's gone for Canadian Angie, and he's put women up that have gone through trauma as well, of their children dying, and he's put their pictures on social media.
And ask people to go for them and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's got to stop. Like Candyman said, someone is going to end up off in themselves.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to shut the live down now.
Okay, thank you, Nick, for letting me in.
Come in. I love you all. Yeah, I'll be live later. Thanks for coming up, Polar Bear. All of
love you, Nick. Love you.
Love you too, darling. I'll see you later.
Everybody, please take a moment and just sit and think about things now.
I will. Thank you.
Give yourself a big hug, everyone, and we'll speak soon.
And I don't care about the threats towards me. I really don't. It doesn't bother me.
No, neither do I. I'm with Nick.
You know what?
We'll go to war, me and Nick will. I'll meet her somewhere and we'll go and find the buggers.
Exactly. It's the points of the hypocrisy. Like, he's going for women. He's going for
It's
women.
only women. It is only women.
He's going for people with unalive children. Like, you should really just... Yeah, people need to open their eyes, and it's awful.
Well, all I'm going to say is the threats towards me, if I do get any more, it'll just add to the police case that's building up regarding other things that I've been accused of.
Absolutely. You do that. Keep yourself safe, Polar Bear, darling. Always.
All right, love you, darling.
You know what I mean?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Love you. Later. Thank you for letting me know.
That's all right, Red.